The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll give to Scott here on the option. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Scott. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Scott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. They'll run with Scott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now a give right side. Scott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing is Hurts. And That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They go play action with Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down. Here's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pressure applied, and they sack him back at the 33-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second and a yard. Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Complete to his tight end Sample. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Another try for Mixon, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 1st down, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking here for Smith downfield, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 44, Hurts. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From midfield now, Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. There's a short one caught by Uzama, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Rager, 30 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in, even though they have the lead, Charles, back.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he fires one incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. He'll look to throw. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.